This is a little brief intro of SwipeSimple Register as part of our Selling SwipeSimple Register webinar. We'll be going over some hardware bundles, who to sell it for, and where we think it's a great fit, and how it's different from the SwipeSimple that you guys know today. So first, SwipeSimple Register is going to be everything that you guys know today about SwipeSimple Basic, but with some additional hardware support with the MPOP cash drawer and receipt printer pair, and also the SML200. On top of that, merchants will have access to additional features with SwipeSimple Register, including a favorites page, discounts, and item categories that'll come with some additional reporting as well. So for these bundles, we are recommending the MPOP as part of a countertop solution bundle. So the MPOP is the cash drawer, receipt printer, all in one hardware piece, and we're recommending this device with the B250 card reader and charging stand. Both devices can be used with SwipeSimple Register. We're also recommending the SML200 receipt printer for more of the on-the-go merchant that's looking for some additional features and printing. We are suggesting that this printer can be paired with any of our card readers. That means you can pair it with the A200, the B200, or the B250. It's up to you guys. And one great thing to note, when you guys purchase the SML200 or the MPOP through any of our recommended distributors, it'll be packaged with our handy setup guide, so your merchant can still rely on having those instructions right out the box. So what are some key things to know about SwipeSimple Register and sending your sales reps out in the field to sell this package? So we did some research for you all. We've been in beta for the beginning of the year, and we've had some success in these areas, and we think SwipeSimple Register will be a great fit for general retail and specialty stores, food and beverage businesses, and then salon and spas. One great thing to know about salon and spas is that we'll be adding additional user levels, so eventually merchants will be able to point this to a single chair, whether you have different users or not. The front desk person will be able to point a specific transaction to the appropriate merchant. Some great features to remember when selling into any of these industries are listed here. So some key features for general retail and specialty stores. Obviously, these people, if they have a countertop brick and mortar store, are really interested in the cash receipt collection with the register. Also, SwipeSimple Register is easy to use. So this is great for businesses like these smaller general retail stores that may have high employee turnover. It's easy to train. You guys aren't going to need a product specialist with SwipeSimple Register. We are still SwipeSimple, and it's simple to use. Also, the cloud-based inventory and item tracking. I'll show you guys in a bit, but with the new item categories and also favorites pages, it's really easy to manage additional items. Also, the web-based reporting is going to be great for these segments. Moving on to the food and beverage space, this is great for those small food and beverage companies that are known for having quick transactions, high employee turnover because it's easy to use, and getting people in and out of their store. Also, it's great for tip prompts because merchants will be able to use our customizable fields there. And also, I'll show you guys this in a bit, we've made cash collection even easier. So it's easy to accept tips and finish a transaction, whether it's credit card or cash here. Also, merchants will be able to select any inventory item, and we know these places are used to what's popular, so they can add their specials to the favorite page even. For salons and spas, these people are collecting a lot of cash, so the cash register is a great option for them. Again, this is a space that we know has high employee turnover, and SwipeSimple Register makes it easy to train these new users instead of setting them up with a complicated POS system or a inefficient with tracking legacy cash register. You'll be able to set them up with a smarter solution with SwipeSimple Register. And then obviously these people will love the tips and electronic records and reporting. So just a word about POS tablets and where to place SwipeSimple. What are some known limitations to consider before deploying this out in the field? So I'll start with some known limitations. This is not great for multi-lane environments or anywhere a restaurant that may need receipt printing in the kitchen. So SwipeSimple is great for those restaurants that have a simple, quick transaction all done at the front, but it's not great if you need someone to track a receipt in the kitchen. If you're looking for a third-party app integration or an app store, SwipeSimple probably would not be a fit. SwipeSimple is going to remain a simple one app solution, so you won't have to worry about referring your merchants to multiple places or having to download multiple apps. It'll all be the same app, and the features will be unlocked in the background. We also have limited support with this product when it comes to businesses that may have a high degree of complexity. So not great if you're looking for a business that needs modifiers or variants for their transactions. Also limited customization with user levels. So we will continue to have our admin and member user levels, but that's all that's on our roadmap for now in terms of users. And then we do not have loyalty or gift card integrations. Why is SwipeSimple great? So with SwipeSimple Register, you're going to find lower hardware and software costs compared to other solutions like other light POS solutions in the field or other just tablet-based solutions. SwipeSimple's user interface is also very easy to train on. Again, we want to make sure that we're keeping things simple and making sure that users are easily able to use all of our features and get set up quickly and effectively. It's definitely less complex in the sales process than some other tablet-based solutions that you guys may be used to. So you're definitely not going to need to involve a product specialist here. That goes along with the boarding piece as well. So merchants are able to set their own hardware and software up. These are Bluetooth-based devices, and as I mentioned, they're packaged with handy setup guides. So merchants can get started quickly and efficiently. And then SwipeSimple will remain a bring your own device environment. So that's really helpful when you think about merchants not having to learn new tablets, new software systems. They're using a device that they're already familiar with. Expanding even more into what SwipeSimple's a fit for. So we come here and we see SwipeSimple is a great fit when it comes to replacing a traditional payment terminal. Moving further along the field, it's also a super great fit for merchants that may be using a basic cash register or payment terminal today, and they need additional features or just a smarter solution as their business grows. It can also be a good fit for tablet-based POS replacement. So SwipeSimple is going to be more comparable to a light POS. We went over some of the known limitations, and those would just be key to consider before replacing any tablet POS solution. And then one thing we want to stay away from is thinking of SwipeSimple as an industry-specific POS solution. It would be a poor fit for those merchants, so I wouldn't recommend replacing a Micros or any other complicated industry-specific software, like even shopkeep with SwipeSimple Register. We want to make sure that, you know, we give the best guidance for where to place this and how. So going on to what SwipeSimple has to offer, that's some other hardware, software pieces that you guys have today may not. Some of the more obvious, yes, you can add items to a sale with a cash register, but it's often harder to manage on the back end. And that holds true for applying discounts, tax, and all of the reporting specific features that you get with SwipeSimple, that you don't get with payment terminals at all, and that can be more complicated with cash registers. In addition to that, SwipeSimple offers credit card authorization, which a simple cash register cannot. You can add tips, print receipts, today with Register, and all forms of payment are accepted, which we know can be kind of difficult in the field today. What are some other key features to consider? So where's SwipeSimple really leading the pack? So single point of data and tracking. So merchants with SwipeSimple have access to all of their information real time, and they can track it efficiently because we're cloud-based, and we have searchable and exportable transaction history, and you guys already know about our reporting. In addition to all of this, merchants are able to be smarter about how they send things out. So that includes receipts. They can send them as emails or text messages, in addition to being able to print now. They can track their employee sales and manage that efficiently. They can automatically add and track their items. So that's a key thing for businesses really looking to scale up. And then we also offer our awesome virtual terminal via the web. So you guys can note that we will also be upgrading the virtual terminal to be a full-fledged virtual terminal with AVS support and specific industry support. And that'll be on the virtual terminal shortly. And so you're able to offer that now in addition to SwipeSimple Register, free of any additional charges. What does the merchant experience look like? What do you really want to pitch when you're out in the field? So first, I mentioned that the favorites pages is specific to Register, and we're really excited about this. So kind of expanding on what the favorites pages have to offer you, you're able to add 20 items or discounts to each of these pages, and you can add up to 10 of these pages. Not only that, merchants are now able to customize them by creating different names. So right here we have just them numbered by default, but merchants will be able to change that. Discount features. So now merchants will be able to add discounts to transactions with SwipeSimple Register. So they'll be able to create these right now from the web, and they'll be uploaded to their app real time. They'll be able to create item level or transaction level discounts and add them to any transaction as they see fit. They will be added and calculated in the order that they've been included in a sale. Quick cash options. So this is something that SwipeSimple has implemented just to make merchants' experience even more simple. So less math. SwipeSimple will actually automatically suggest what we predict the customer will give your merchant. So if I have a transaction that comes out to $27.50, SwipeSimple will suggest the likely amount the customer will give them, but merchants can also change this if they don't see the actual amount. This will help them when it comes to change due, so even less math will show them exactly what to pay back their customer. And then they'll be able to move on and issue receipts via email, text, or printing. All of that detail will also be included on the transaction details page. So in addition to the itemized details that you guys are familiar with today, we'll also be adding the details for any discounts that were added to a sale. So they'll be able to find those and manage that real time. And they can also reissue receipts now via email, text, or paper. Managing hardware is a huge piece of why SwipeSimple Register is so simple and easy to use and deploy. So it can all be done through the SwipeSimple app. After a merchant gets set up and pairs the reader and their MPOP or SML200 with the SwipeSimple app, they will be able to manage these devices from the app. So they'll be able to set default readers if they have multiple in their store. They'll be able to select which printer, if they have multiple, they'd like to set as a default, and they can do all their testing for their hardware from the SwipeSimple app. That means that after I've paired my MPOP with my phone or tablet, I'll be able to go into SwipeSimple and test that. So I can open my cache drawer, set the default, or do a test receipt to make sure I put everything in and set it up properly. In addition to all of this, we are adding reports to go along with some of those fun features that are coming with Register. So the first is going to be items category report. This will show how all of the categories are doing and give the merchant some summary data so they can track all of that info. Additionally, there will be discount information that they can track as part of their report, so they will be able to see how their discount programs are doing, and of course track that by date range so they can manage it by week if they're running a campaign. Set up with Register. So I mentioned that it was super simple, and let me show you guys just how simple. So getting started is as simple as 3 easy steps. Merchants will just have to set up their cash drawer and printer with the MPOP. So that means taking it out of the box and connecting the pieces to a wall. The blue light on the MPOP will show as soon as that's connected, and they can actually insert their B250 charging stand in the MPOP itself. It comes with 4 USB ports. After that, they will just pair their MPOP with their phone or tablet through the settings, and that is quick and easy. And then they'll go to the handy device management screen that I showed you guys just to make sure it's there, and they can do any testing. So print out that test receipt, open the cash drawer at the beginning of the day, or set a default printer. It's all possible through the app. The SML200 is also super easy to set up and use. So similar to the MPOP, this printer is Bluetooth. So they will first turn it on, make sure it shows that it's online, and that'll be via a light indicator right here. Then they can pair and connect it to their phone or tablet. For iOS, this device is actually Bluetooth Low Energy, so it can be done exclusively through the SwipeSimple app. And for Android, they'll be able to quickly pair it in their phone or tablet settings and get going. For testing, that's also possible through our device management section. So after they have it paired, if they want to see how they've paired it, make sure they input their receipt printer properly, etc., they can do that from the device management screen. Set a test receipt, and they're good to go. So let's get into a quick demo of what some of these features look like from the app. So right here, I have my iPad Air simulator up and running. I'll quickly show you guys the device management screen. So backing up quickly, I'll show you guys, this is so easy to access. It's the second option on the settings page. Merchants will click into it, they'll see their readers and their printers right here for them to manage. And then the sales screen. Merchants will be able to add dollar amounts just like they're used to today. But with their new favorites pages, they can also manage some of their favorite items. So I'll come here and I can add items, discounts, or both here. So I can also edit during a transaction or before getting started. So all I did was hold down any of these boxes and it'll open up so that I can add, edit, or remove any of these items or discounts on my screen. So I will go ahead and add one to show you guys how easy it is. What should I add? So I'll add one of those. And as you guys can see, I can add multiple favorites pages and they'll just keep expanding as I get to the edge of the screen. So we'll see 4 pop up as I add something there. And I can remove that. Quick, easy, simple. So now that I'm done adding, I'll finish my transaction. I will go ahead and add a beach hat. And I want to add some discounts so you guys can see how that works. So I will add my daily saver discount. That is a dollar amount discount, but with SwipeSimple Register, you'll also be able to add percentage discounts as well. So I'll go ahead and add a 25% markdown. I'll press charge. And just like you guys know today, the readers can be connected right from the screen. They'll select the reader to move forward if they're using a Bluetooth device, or I can enter as cash just because I want to show you guys how easy and simple it is now. So I'll add $10. That's what my customer gave me. Process, and we see the change due, as simple as that. For receipts, they'll be able to select that receipt, and happy to report that they can also set it up so that it automatically prints out 0 receipts if they're trying to save paper, 1 or 2 receipts for every transaction. The cash drawer will actually automatically open up on this screen as well, so the merchants can efficiently add that cash to their register and move forward. Of course, the email and phone number options are still here as well. And then the items page on the dashboard is going to be a key part of selling SwipeSimple Register. So what you know about items remains the same here, except you can now add an item to a specific category. So if you have merchants with tons of different segments as part of their business, you'll want to encourage them to use the category section. So I can add this under the category of entertainment, and that'll be managed real time on my account. Taxable, sure. As easy as that. Simple. Merchants can also add discounts right from their dashboard as well. So I can come here and add whatever I'd like. I'll do that just to show you guys how easy it is. So I will call this, I want to add a Friday discount. I can make it a dollar amount or transaction amount, as simple as that. You guys can see I'll just add the number that I want to be able to take off. We'll do 75% on Friday. You'll just add it as a whole number and create that. Simple, easy. We can see it right here, real time on my account, and it'll link to my app real time as well. So I'm so excited that you guys are now able to offer this product. If you haven't already, or if your company has not already, please do reach out for an addendum. If not, and you're ready to go, I will make sure that we send you and your team a copy of this deck for reference, along with some supporting material. Feel free to use the questions box now. I'll make sure to answer them over the phone. All right, I'll give a little bit more time for questions. If you guys want to ask anything to me personally, feel free to email me at kayla@cardslate.com. Just KAYLA@cardslate.com. All right, I don't see any questions. It was great having you. Feel free to email me if you have any after the session. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.